I'm vlogging. It's boring. I'm Colleen. That's you, Mommy.
Hi beauty queens, welcome to the weekend. All right, today's order of business is getting ready for our little family vacation that we're going on. I don't know if you guys are all aware of my dramatic family vacation disaster that happened. I talked about it in the vlog last week, but pretty much I planned an entire family vacation around the fact that this one aquarium had a cuttlefish, which is Flynn's current obsession. And it turns out the aquarium does not have cuttlefish. So I planned this whole vacation around seeing a cuttlefish, and then the cuttlefish isn't even freaking there. But we're all still really excited to go. There's a lot of awesome creatures at this aquarium, and so my kids are gonna have a blast regardless, and I'm gonna have a blast regardless. But I have a bone to pick with you guys, because a bunch of you in the comments were like,
oh my gosh, you should always call ahead. You should have called the aquarium ahead of time to make sure.
and while I agree that yes, that would have been a great idea, it really didn't seem necessary because the website really did imply that they had cuttlefish. And I'm sorry, but if a website and Google in general strongly promotes that a place has a certain animal, I don't then think I should also call the place to make sure that they have the animal that their website says that they freaking have. A lot of the same people that were commenting, hey, you should have called ahead, suggested that I should go to the aquarium that I am going to. There are a bunch of comments that were like, you should go to this aquarium. I know they have cuttlefish. That's the aquarium I'm going to. That does not have cuttlefish. So I think it's like common knowledge that this place has cuttlefish typically. But after a very intense deep dive, I have discovered that this huge exhibit where they had all of these cuttlefish and octopus and tons of cephalopods, they closed it down. And the only reason I was able to find this out was because I found a random tweet that said that they had closed down that exhibit. But it is fine. We will eventually find a cuttlefish somewhere, just not on this trip. This trip is just gonna be a fun family vacation. We're gonna go to an awesome aquarium, and it does have cool animals, just not the one we were hoping for, and that's fine. Right now I'm trying to look like a human being because I might have to go to the store to run some errands. So funny, I will vlog like in my pajamas or looking like a total slob, no makeup, my hair never done, like always in my colonial man ponytail. And thousands of people watch these vlogs, but the second I have to go in public and I might see like 10 people, I'm like, oh my God, I can't go out looking like this. This vlog's probably gonna be so boring for you guys, unless you're super into videos where people prep for a vacation to an aquarium that doesn't have cuttlefish. If that's your favorite type of video, then you'll love this vlog. Anyway, that's the plan for today. Just packing, prepping, planning, stressing, and probably getting distracted by rocks along the way. I love this thing so much. I talked about it in a vlog a really long time ago, but I don't know if I've talked about it recently. It's Boldify Enhanced Hairline Powder. I don't know. I found it on Amazon. It has this little poof thing that's on the bottom, and you just like stick it inside the little poofy stuff. You can just use like brown eyeshadow. This just makes it a lot easier. But if you have any parts in your hair that shows like your skin, like your scalp, you see that right there? Put this on it, and it kind of hides your scalp a little bit. See like how you can see my white scalp there? You just put this little powder on it, and it's like,
Bye-bye, girl.
anyway, I love this thing. Okay, now I look a little bit more like a human, but now I kind of don't want to go. Oh my gosh, I have this idea stuck in my head that I want to try to make work. So JoJo Siwa's EP came out, and her music video for Guilty Pleasure came out, and it's stuck in my head because her songs always get stuck in my head. I had this idea to like mash up Guilty Pleasure with Karma, which is her other song. So I was like playing around with trying to get them in the same song. And when they ask you can tell them that I'm your guilty pleasure. Karma's a bitch. I'm your guilty pleasure. I should've known better. So come and get it. All you gotta do is admit it. Karma's a bitch. I love music. Music is so fun. I started writing a song the other day. I wonder if I can remember it. Oh my God, I have to try to remember the chords. What are the chords? I was laughing with my friend about how we always think everyone is mad at us, and so I was inspired to write this song, and I didn't finish it, I just started writing it. So it was like, hello, it's me from the future editing this video, and the audio of this is like really terrible because the keyboard is just really freaking loud. You could kind of tell when I was singing the JoJo song, but like this one's way worse. You can barely hear me at all. So I'm just gonna show you the video that I sent to my friend the night that I wrote this after we had had a discussion about how we think everyone hates us. So that's what you're about to see right now, is me singing this to my friend in a text message video. Hi, so after our interaction tonight, I was inspired to write this. Are you mad at me? Cause I'm pretty sure you are, cause I felt a vibe, so I'm just making sure. And do you hate me? No worries if you do, I understand, I f***ing hate me too. I have overanalyzed every interaction we have had to figure out a reason you'd be mad, and even though I cannot find evidence of why you would be mad, I know you are because my brain just told me so. And then it would go on to the next verse, which I haven't There's no point in writing it though, because who's it for? I'm supposed to be running errands right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know what's more important than packing and getting ready for a trip? Making something out of felt. So that's what I'm doing. I made Flynn some cuttlefish. I made Maisie a ladybug. I made a bunch of hand puppets that Maisie likes, but none of those things Wesley was super obsessed with. I asked him what he wanted me to make him, and he just said, a cuttlefish. But when we were looking at the different animals they have at the aquarium, when we saw a clownfish on the screen, he was like, ah, a clownfish, a clownfish. Now, Wesley has never seen Finding Nemo, so I don't even know how he knows what a clownfish is, but he was so excited about the clownfish, and so I'm trying to make him a clownfish little stuffed animal right now. And I've seen some comments saying that you wish I would show you the process of making these things, so I'm gonna try to do that. So the first thing I did was got orange felt, and I just eyeballed the shape of a fish. I pulled up a picture of a fish on my phone, then I outlined with a marker where I wanna sew, and then I cut out 2 pieces. So now I'm just gonna sew along this line that I drew that's very messy. So I'll keep probably like the end of the tail open so that I can stuff it with this like polyfill stuffing. But before I do that, right now I'm cutting out all the fins, trying to like eyeball how big the different fins would be, and I'm cutting out 2 matching of each fin. So that's what I'm currently doing. Okay, now that I've cut out all my pieces, I just have to sew the outline of them on my sewing machine. That's what I'm about to do. Yes, I'm insane. My sewing machine is on the floor. That's only because I did not think I would end up actually sewing as much as I have been. Oh no, I already messed up. Oh, also, when you sew, you're supposed to use pins and like pin things in place. And I usually do, but this is so simple, I didn't think I would need it. The felt's really stiff and it kind of stays in place. But anyway, I never thought that I would end up sewing as much as I have been. So I didn't think I would need to like find a spot like on a table somewhere to do this, so I just kind of have always just kept it on the floor. Okay, I think it's fine. I thought this would take me like 10 minutes, but it's definitely taking a lot longer, so I'm not gonna be able to finish this anytime soon. Anyway, now I'm turning it inside out. So now I have like the basic shape of the fish, and I'm gonna stuff it with stuffing. Obviously, clownfish have like black and white kind of stripes. I'm probably gonna glue them on with fabric glue or even hot glue. I know I should sew them on, but I don't think Wesley's gonna wanna like cuddle this thing. I think he'll probably just wanna play with it and like throw it around. So I think it's fine if I don't sew it and make it all soft and cute. It can have like some crunchy glue on it. This is what we got so far. And I'm out of time. I have to go get my kids. So whoopsie doozy. To be continued. Much later, and I came back to try to work on this fish a little bit more. I started cutting out like the black and white pieces, but I don't have any white fabric. I only have this like cream. I feel like it doesn't look right. Like I feel like it has to be white, and I don't have any white. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm stressed about that. Guess what? I made a fish. I made a fish. I made a fish, and it's very awful if you look at it up close, but from far away, I feel like it looks really good. But I ended up getting impatient and used a lot of hot glue, and hot glue when it dries is hard and crusty, so touching this thing, not pleasant. Also, I ended up just using that off-white color, and I wish I had white. Looking at this in the camera, like it looks good, but like when you get up close to it, like it looks like crusty. But Wesley's not gonna care, he'll love it. As fun as this was to make, and as fun as it is to make cuttlefish and ladybugs and puppets and things out of felt in the evening, the whole time I was making this, I was wishing that I was making what I'm used to making at night, which is like props for a live show. For like 15 years, that's what I've spent my evenings doing. If I'm crafting like a costume or a prop or a stupid bit for one of my shows. I love vlogging, but I miss being on stage and I miss making people laugh. I wish I was just completely delusional and didn't care at all what anyone thought about me or anyone said about me. I mean, I don't actually wish that. That's a crazy thing to wish, but you know what I mean. Like I wish that I wasn't so anxious and scared, but I am. So I'm just gonna keep making felt animals for my children. I gotta go finish packing. I did start packing. I didn't just make a clownfish today. I actually got a lot of packing done. But there's a lot more to do, so I'm gonna go do that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my gosh, the moths are hatching. The silkworms, they made their cocoons, they made their chrysalis, and they're finally hatching. This is so exciting. Flynn, watch out, watch out, watch out. There's one right here. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at this little guy. Oh, he's so cute.
And there's so many! Gobo.
Gobo, that's a great name.
This is Gobo because he likes to go, go, go. See?
You're right,
Go,
Gobo.
Go, go, go. Oh, oh. I told you he likes to go, go, go.
Sure does.
Now I'm gonna
Who's
name
this?
this one Shadodido.
Shadodido, that's a cool name. Flino, Gobo, and Shadobido?
Yeah, Shadobido.
Shadobido. This is how good the packing's going. An empty suitcase, but a very cute Maisie.
I can see you.
You can see me?
Yeah.
I can see you too. You're so cute. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm freaking out. Okay, so oh my God, my heart is pounding. Okay, so I am frantically running around trying to get ready for our trip, and I was up in the twins' room, and what the hell just happened? I am gonna cry. I know that's not strange for me, but like, I'm just like processing what just happened. I'm pretty sure like a ghost pushed me. And I know that sounds so crazy, but that's not why I'm freaking out. I mean, I am freaking out because of that, but like, I'm freaking out. Okay, I walked into the twins' room and it literally felt like someone shoved me. Like I almost felt, and I braced myself on their dresser. It didn't feel like someone's hands were on my back, but my body felt the same movement as if someone had pushed me, but I didn't feel someone's hands on my back, right? But my body felt the literal movement of like being pushed. Like I was like in it. What? I didn't trip on anything. It didn't feel like that. It felt like the whole bedroom went like this. Like it felt like everything tipped, like the whole earth. So my first thought was like, whoa, I'm falling, someone pushed me, but then I realized there was no one pushing me. So then I go, oh, that must have been an earthquake. We must have just had an earthquake. So then I looked it up and there was no earthquake that happened. I was like, that was so weird. It was not, like I did not trip. I promise I did not trip. I did not faint. I faint often and I know what fainting feels like. I wasn't fainting. Like it really did feel like the whole bedroom, the whole earth went like that really fast and went back up. I can't explain it other than that, but like that is what it felt like. So then I thought, okay, it's an earthquake, but then I looked it up and it wasn't an earthquake. I was like, well, that was so weird. Why did I do that? So then I was like, do I have vertigo? Like, is that what vertigo is? Where you just like randomly feel dizzy and fall? But I didn't feel dizzy. I didn't feel faint. I had just eaten. I have been drinking lots of water. I didn't feel woozy. I didn't have any impaired vision or hearing. I literally just felt like I was shoved without the hands. I didn't feel literally hands on my back, but I felt, I can't explain it, but that's how it felt. It was so weird. So then I was like, that was weird, but I don't know what that was. Like, and in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe it was like a ghost, because my house, I've talked about before, I've always felt like this house is haunted. I have heard things, I've seen things, but it's always been like, did I hear that? Did I see that? This was like, no, I was physically like, I was pushed. So then I just like kept packing and I kept like walking around, but the whole time I was like, that was so freaking weird. That was so intense. And then I had this memory flash in my brain of when the twins woke up from nap today. The twins woke up a little bit earlier than they usually do from nap, and I went in there and Maisie said something really weird. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Maisie said, Mama, who said that? Someone said, and I was like, I didn't know what she was talking about, and I just thought she was being silly. She goes, Mama, who said that? Who said, and I was like, maybe she's talking about her sound machine, because they have like a little noise sound machine, but she's slept with that every night literally since she was born. So I don't know why all of a sudden she would notice it, but that's what I thought she was talking about. So I point to her little sound machine, which is an owl, like it looks like an owl. And I said, oh, are you talking about your sound machine? And her and Wesley were like, no, an owl says who? Like they like corrected me. Like the owl doesn't say the owl says who. And so then, oh my God, I literally didn't think anything of it. I just thought that she finally recognized that there was a white noise machine. But then just now when I felt that in their room, I was like, wait a minute. And I remember Maisie saying that we have monitors and they record things. And so I went and I just now started watching the recording, and you guys, I swear to you, I hear someone talking and it is not my children. My heart is pounding. I'm like gonna cry. I stopped watching. I like threw my phone down. Okay, I'm gonna try to screen record it so I can show you guys. I am so spooked right now. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Am I crazy? There's like a very distinct whispering sound. You can see Wesley in the video. Wesley's asleep. But you hear a whisper and then you hear like what Maisie said, and then you hear Maisie wake up. You hear Maisie say, what's that sound? Oh my God. Okay, hold on.
What's that noise?
She said, Wesley, what's that noise? Then I come in. You hear her, Mom? It sounds like this. I don't know. What is that sound? Is it this?
No. It goes hoo-hoo.
You go hoo-hoo?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Well, obviously the twins are sleeping in my bed tonight with me. I'm gonna pull out all the stops.
Is the bath ready?
No, it's not, but the worst thing in the world just happened.
What?
Okay, it's a lot later and I have an update for you guys. Please ignore how much of a hot mess I am right now, but it's almost 1 in the morning and I just took a shower, and I have to admit that I might just be the most dramatic person that has ever lived on planet Earth. I showed the footage to Eric and he was like, okay, we don't know for sure what that is. Like, that could have been Maisie whispering. Maisie does like to whisper when she wakes up and tries to wake up Wesley by whispering. I've never experienced Maisie doing that, but Eric says that he has. And I was like, no way. That was a freaking ghost. And when you listen to it on my phone, it really does sound like that. Like, Eric was pretty spooked, but he was like, it could have been her. I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna put it on my computer and like fiddle with the audio to see if I can hear it. So I imported the footage and I made the audio as loud as I could and really tried to pinpoint the voices so I could hear the voices. And it seems as though it might be Maisie whispering. Oh, I'm so dramatic. You have to admit that was scary, right? Am I insane? I mean, yes, but like, that was spooky. But that still doesn't explain why I was randomly shoved over. I really did not trip. I really did not faint. It was so weird. It really felt like the floor underneath me just tilted very jarringly and then flipped back up. Like, it was so weird. And it didn't feel like my feet fell out from under me. It felt like gravity was pushing me down from like the shoulders, like from the top of my back. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it was a ghost. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm just dumb. Probably that's more likely than anything else. The way my hand is right now, it reminds me of those old movies. What were they, like Ernest? Ernest goes to camp and Ernest does this and that. I don't remember those like Ernest things. He had like this like evil character that had a hand on its head. Do you guys remember that? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I still think my house is haunted. I still think a ghost pushed me, but I don't think there was a ghost talking to my children while they were sleeping. I'm going to edit and go to bed. I'm sorry if I scared everyone. I probably did, but I'm still gonna sleep with my kids tonight. They're already in my room. Oh, also please leave me lots of questions in the comments below for Tortilla Talk. Tomorrow is Tortilla Talk Tuesday, so I'm just gonna be answering all of your questions. You can ask me anything you want. I can't wait to answer all of your burning questions out there. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.